21st of November 2022, video 490. Migrants are taking over Ireland. Migrants are taking over Ireland. County Council engineers throughout the 26 counties of Ireland are scouring all the buildings they have, any old building, new building, anything they can get. They have a blank check, sign whatever they have, take the building over, renovate it and put heating into it to fill it full of migrants from Pakistan, Africa and all over the world, including Ukrainian migrants. Nearly all are men. There's very few women and very few children, but there are some women and children in the pack, but they're overwhelmingly male. Of the children that comes here, they're getting priority in school, and the Irish person, the Irish kid, can go to hell. They can go to hell. And so this is what they're at. This is the whole emphasis on our public services now, is to getting accommodation for these people. They have at least four-fifths of Ukraine is not occupied by Russia, and there's no guarantee where these are coming. There's no assessment, but we don't know, is it a war zone? The areas that Russia has taken over is predominantly Russian anyway. Why would they want to come here? There are big reports, which I have some evidence to back, that the Ukrainian people who have homes in Ukraine are letting their homes to other people and coming here to avail of the free welfare and dole that's here. There's no assessment. They're just being horsed in here one way or the other. But they're not only Ukraine, they're all over. They're people who want a better life, want to avail of all our services and come here. And it's a pattern in many parts of the world, but it's not a pattern in the parts of the world in Russia, in India, in Japan and in China. Now, the thing about it is, the Irish are being pushed out of the school, so many people who voted Sinn Fein and voted for Fine Gael, Labour, Fianna Fáil, they are now have their grandchildren who can't get an education. And you can see that this suits the woke agenda, because you're going to end up with ignorant Irish children. Ignorant Irish children being deprived of a future by this craven ideology. Now, there was a protest in Dublin the other day against this, somewhere out up in Dublin, and I mean, it's obvious the government hates the Irish people. All housing has gone to migrants, welfare, health, the whole lot, and RTE only mentioned that protest once. Now, the thing about it is, this is Declan Kearney, an Antrim Sinn Fein activist, extreme left wing. He's 100% for this. Now, this guy grew up witnessing discrimination in the north, and there's no doubt there was discrimination, and he saw the big lambic drum being beaten up and down, and it almost certainly poisoned him against the type of perception we have of the unionist community in the north of Ireland, which is that they're conservative, want to keep everything the same, don't want progress and don't want this and that. And that's all right. We should improve the lot of nationalist people and bring equality in the north, and a lot has been done for that. But that's not what he wants. His answer to this is to wipe out the entire native Irish population, and in doing so, of course, he would badly impact the unionist population. Now, I'm going to play him for you here. This is one dirty beggar's get. I don't want to use a word for this, but this is where you poison a brain and it goes this way. He does not have to resort to this in order to improve the conditions of the people in Northern Ireland. Now listen to this, please.
To ensure that the north of Ireland, indeed the island of Ireland, becomes a much more multicultural space, much more welcoming and inclusive of all of those who have come to make this place their home, regardless of their background or where they have come from. I am absolutely committed to ensuring that the agenda of anti-racism and multiculturalism is taken forward in the time ahead. That is an agenda that Sinn Fein is absolutely wedded to ensuring is brought forward both in terms of public policy and in terms of legislation.
So, we fought for years to get our independence from Britain. We have it, and now it's been taken from us by ginks. What would you use for that fella without using an expletive? He has no right to do this on the Irish people. If anyone votes for Sinn Fein, that's what you are going to get. That fella'll be listened to and nobody else will. There is no moderating influence. Down in Monaghan, Keeveen O'Keelan was at this 40 years ago. This is where their heart and soul is, to change the whole nature of the Irish people. You would think that that Sinn Fein, who would be connected back to the Fenians, and to whom Collins was a member of, and Arthur Griffin, you would think that they'd want to look after the Irish people. We need to wake up and realise, if you vote Sinn Féin and you get them in, that's what you're going to get. We see nothing. We've seen nothing yet. They're going to take the property of the Irish people, and they're going to take land off them, and they're going to build these houses, and they'll not stop until they have the whole Irish people's rights, ownership, and tradition absolutely wiped out. And he talks about people coming here. I have no problem with people coming here controlled and in an organised fashion, and give it where they want to work. And there's great people here who want to work. I know a lot of people. I work with them, and I buy things off them, and I deal with them. We don't have a problem with a reasonable amount. But the Irish people should come first. And that, I don't want to use the word, it begins with a B and it ends with a D. I want to meet him. I challenge him now, Declan Kearney. I want to meet you. I am as angry as anything. And please tell me I'm right or I'm wrong. That this is what we have. They want the Brits out and everyone else in. And they want the Irish out and everyone else in. A dirty old socialist communist villain. That's all Declan Kearney is, and that's all the party he's affiliated to are when Hardy comes to Hardy. That's in Cavan Monaghan, Pauline Tully, Matt Carthy. They're all for this. They're all for the destruction of their environment with their stupid green nonsense. That's what they're for. And these were the people who told us they were anti-EU. And then when the EU started doing this, they were in love with the EU. Folks, express your opinion. It's only right to get angry. The question is not anymore, we get angry. What are we going to do? What are we going to do to stop these villains? 12 years ago, I identified that the attack on the environment was due to non-compliance with EU laws under the Aarhus Convention and the SCA Directive. And I set my mind to doing something about it. And only now, after 12 years, are we making progress? And as I did in other videos, we're slowly and surely claiming our rights under European law. And we need not go to an Irish court. We can't go to the Irish High Court, they'll reject it. But you can go on to the Supreme Court and go on to Europe. We have to find clever ways of dealing with these rascals. We have to find clever ways. We have to shun them, and you must poison the mind of voters. Ladies watching me will be at the hairdressers and they'll hear, I'm going to vote Sinn Féin. Don't be afraid to tell them exactly where the hell to get off. It's the most guilty, ugly, treacherous thing anyone can do. Now I know the Greens, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, are doing it too. And I suppose maybe we can't blame any party for going down this route. But why is there none of them? Why is Sinn Féin traitors to the cause that the Wolf Tone and all these fought for and admired, and which has brought so much prosperity in America when it was applied there? Why? Because the bad villainy is in these villains. These are communist, dirty tramps, and they'll have us locked down. They'll leave the likes of me for not being vaccinated. They won't be able to leave Ireland. We need to fight them. We need to fight them hard. We need to do it peacefully, but with great courage and determination. I want to meet Kearney. Get on to me here. I want to meet you. And I'm not one bit afraid of these villains. They killed a Constable Kerr, a Catholic man from Tyrone that joined the police when the peace process was there, and they signed the peace process and left every indication that there were going to be peace. Now, his wasn't Sinn Féin and it wasn't the Provisional IRA, but it was a branch of them, was the same thing. They're still trying to kill policemen in the north. And they'd kill Gardaí here if they got half a chance. They've killed several. Seamus Quaid was one years ago. They've killed several. They shot dead Garda Jerry McCabe. Brutal butchers. That's what they are. And don't ever forget that, and don't ever let them away. And I just can't recall all the ones they killed. but they killed a lot. They killed several. So for that, folks, I'm angry about it. What's happening to our country, and don't feel helpless. Think what you can do about it. Think of how you can poison this woke cultural Marxist agenda and try and conquer it, because our future generations will never forgive us. Will never forgive us for giving away their birthright. We got it to hand down to them, and we're allowing this. We're allowing this. This has caused revolution in Ireland in the past. This is why there was the 1916 Rising. This is why there was the proclamation to leave us in control with proper welcoming for genuine people, no problem there. But that's not what Declan Kearney and his Sinn Fein fellow travellers, to use a mild word, is. Sinn Fein rascals. They're out to destroy you and me, our children and our grandchildren. That's the bottom line. You can give me a thumbs up and tell me I'm right. You can give me a thumbs down and tell me where I'm wrong. And anyone who wants to identify, tell me where I'm wrong. I want to meet them. This thing of hiding behind RTE is no longer an option. We've got to confront them. We've got to confront them. Folks, bye. We'll see you now. Thank you.